Good day, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the Voice of Reason. So I wanted to conduct another update on the ongoing fighting that is taking place inside of Ethiopia. It would now appear that the Ethiopian government is, in fact, requesting a unilateral ceasefire between its forces and the Tigrayan Defense Forces Army. Now, I wanted to give a little commentary on this, and I want to try to put a little perspective on what has happened. And I would kind of define what is happening right now is as not the end, but the beginning of the end. And why do I say that? Well, it's very important to understand history. And if you look at what occurred inside of the Tigray region, if you look at the level of conspiracy that was involved between the Prosperity Party and Abiy Ahmed and the despotic regime inside of Eritrea, and the crimes that were committed inside of the Tigray region, there must be accountability for that. Two nation states cannot conduct themselves in such a manner and expect that there will not be penalties for such an operation that was conducted. If we look back in history, if we look back, for instance, during World War II, the Allied forces did not stop once France was liberated. They continued. They continued for an unconditional surrender because certain crimes were committed. And that's why that operation continued in regards to the Allies going all the way to Berlin. When you look at what happened inside of the Tigray region, there were crimes against humanity committed. The Ethiopian army did not have to enter Tigray. The Eritrean army did not have to enter Tigray, but it did. And those who did that most likely are going to have to be held accountable. And I don't foresee the Ethiopian army and the Amhara militias simply going back to Ethiopia, and the Eritrean army simply going back to Eritrea and Asmara. There are still hostilities, and my guess is if everything were to end today and this ceasefire were to actually occur, the Tigray region, which is now fundamentally independent, it's an independent state, would be blockaded by these two very hostile actors, meaning Eritrea and Ethiopia. And that's probably why that this conflict is not going to end until there are major structural changes within the Ethiopian government and quite possibly the Eritrean government. I would say for the benefit of the Tigray region, a change in government inside of Eritrea is a must. It probably needs to occur. But as far as a unilateral ceasefire only to be blockaded by these two hostile regimes, if I were the Tigrayan regional government, I would say no. I would look for victory and a final, real victory. Have a good day, everybody.